Hey, welcome back to Score on Business. Remember to check out scorenashville.org. And we are still here with Angela Ellis. Angela, right before the break, we were talking about planning and preparation. Can you talk a little bit more about that and, planning the week, planning the day, planning, or, the quarter?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually just working on a course outline for a client who wants to have some ideas around productivity, and a big part of that is planning and preparation. So one of the things that I teach people to do is plan for the week by creating a master task list. And that's not every single thing you need to do, but kind of those most important things, those really important goals for the week. We also recommend scheduling the biggest goals. There are some things that you need to set a specific time for. For example, I know I'm going to have to create a report and it's going to take me 2 hours to create it. Instead of just putting it on a checklist, I need to allocate a specific time, say 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for that particular task. If I don't find a specific time for it, then I'll just keep putting it off, and putting it off, and then it goes from today's checklist till tomorrow, and it's still not done. So go ahead and find that time slot for that, and let everything else fall in line around those plans. And I also recommend that folks categorize the tasks they have to do. Everything doesn't have the same level of priority. So it's important to decide if it's absolutely urgent and important, which might need to be done right away, or if it's important but maybe can wait a few hours or a few days, and kind of starting out the day categorizing things like that so it's clear what's most important. Now, for all of us, interruptions happen in the day, those unexpected things. But if you have some time that you've already protected, that you've allocated towards certain things, then it makes it easier for you to see when some of those other unexpected things are just distractions or interruptions, and then you can prioritize those in as well and determine if they really are important and need your immediate attention. Because every time the phone rings or buzzes doesn't mean it requires your immediate attention. It doesn't mean you should drop everything you're doing and grab the phone or check the email.
And for a lot of people, including myself, if I don't plan it, then everything seems important. Things that really don't matter seem more important than something I don't want to do. And I'm, we're a lot of ADHD going on in humans, and so
that's funny that you say that. I laugh because I often say to people, if you don't have an agenda, then anything's on it. So if there's no real plan, then anything falls into the plan. Everything's fair game. So it's so important to start every day and every week with the plan. And again, I recommend starting with the plan for the week, because then that helps you figure out what each day in that week is going to look like.
So let's change gears a little bit. A real problem for business owners and for all companies, but this is an entrepreneur show, is employee engagement. And it seems like employee engagement stays around 30%-ish. So talk to us.
Which is not very favorable.
No, it's not.
It's not where we want it to be. You're right, Pete. Most organizations, big and small, struggle with that. I think business owners get so caught up in the business itself, They've got goods and products to sell, they've got operations, they've got invoices to send out, they've got products to procure. There's lots happening, and employee engagement isn't always the focus. So let's start by kind of defining that, because everyone doesn't really understand what that is. I think at its best, employee engagement is when the values and mission of the organization line up with the vision and values of the individual. So that means individuals, the employees, feel connected to the organization. They feel like the work they're doing is important. They feel valued. So some of the things employers can do are pretty simple. I'm a big fan of the handwritten thank you note.
Oh, yeah.
To show appreciation for a job well done, or for when people go above and beyond the call of duty as well. When I worked in corporate America, there was a president of the company, and this is a Fortune 100 company,
yeah,
who wrote me a handwritten thank you note.
Wow.
For my part in a project, a pretty sizable project that had a pretty good bit of visibility throughout the organization. He wrote me that note, and it was personalized. He talked specifically about what I had done and what it meant to him and what it meant to the organization. 15 years later, I still have that handwritten note, and I'm still talking about it.
Yeah.
So that's how impactful that kind of a small thing can really be. So if someone that's running a multi-billion-dollar company can find the time to do that, then I think anybody can find the time. The other thing is,
hold on.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so we need to take a break.
Okay.
And we'll come back and pick right back up.
Perfect.
Ladies and gents, we'll be right back.